Okay, that mic is working. Hello, my beloved. And the webcam mic is off. Welcome. I just have to shake it. Okay, beloved. What a lesson today. It's my liberation lesson. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. I'm the Son of God. Where am I? In the Father. How? Unlimited, joyful. Definitely only in the love arms of the Father I am under his laws, and not like a little tiny human being waiting for death. This is not true. Okay, our liberation lesson. So, who are you? Ask yourself loud. Who am I? Who am I? I'm the Holy Son of God, unlimited, beautiful, created by the Father. Where do I live? In the Father. I'm free. So all these worries of the world, the calamities, Indonesia, tsunami, and anything, it's just a dream. Let us undo those thoughts. Because we are in our mind almighty as God. And when we live in calamities, in negativity, in death, in separation, we make it up. We make that up, that hell. So we liberate today every being to be bound to a body. Now we are all the Christ, whole and holy and safe in the Father. Forget about this world. We made a world of suffering, panic pictures, cling to them, let them go. We are not bodies, we are free. We are as God created us. Where? In the Father. Okay, we read again. Who is Christ? Here it is. What is the Christ? I read it a little bit different because I want to make it very clear. I am that Christ. You are that Christ. Lesson 200. No. What is the Christ? Section 6. Christ is God's Son as he created him. I am Christ, God's Son, as he created me. He is the self we share, uniting us with one another and with God as well. I am the self. We share, uniting with each other and with God as well. We are that self. He is a thought which still abides within the mind that is his source. So I am the thought, the Christ, and I still abide within the mind of my source, of God. He has not left his holy home. I haven't left my holy home. I'm in the Father, not lost the innocence in which he was created. I haven't lost my innocence in which I was created. He abides unchanged forever in the mind of God. I, the Christ, abide unchanged forever in the mind of God. That's very powerful. Christ, so my true beingness, is the link that keeps you one with God and guarantees that separation is no more than an illusion of despair. For hope forever will abide in him. So when I accept myself as a Christ, I am free, and all hope for everyone in this whole universe lies in me. Your mind is part of his, and his is of yours. We are one. We are sharing one identity and one mind. He is part in which God's answers lies. He is a part in which God's answers lies, where all decisions are already made. So the Christ in me, which I am, my holy self, has all the answers already. And dreams are over. He remains untouched by anything the body's eyes perceive. So I, the Christ, I, the holy self, am beyond the world of form, and nothing in the world of form can touch me. Also not announcements of catastrophe in Indonesia, tsunami, etc. No, I'm one with everyone in God, and I know that was only a dream, and I have to undo these ideas. For through him, his Father placed the means of your salvation, and yet does he remain the self who, like the Father, knows no sin. So when I'm that beingness in the Father, not knowing anything, and not getting disturbed by the fly who's again and again coming to me and my nose, then where I am, I'm bound to the body and disturbed by a fly, or I'm back home in the Father as a whole and holy child of God, eternally one with everyone. Home of the Holy Spirit, and at home in God alone does Christ remain at peace, within the heaven of your mind, of your holy mind. This is the only part of you that has reality and truth. So only in my pure mind, one with God, I'm real. The rest is dreams. But I give those dreams. Yet will these dreams be given unto Christ, unto my real holy self, to fade before his glory and reveal your holy self, the Christ, to you at last. So practically, the splitted mind, where we made up that insane world, we just return to the holy self in us, and the light in us, the Christ we are, the holy self, will undo all the false ideas. The Holy Spirit reaches from Christ in you to all your dreams and bids them come to him to be translated into truth. He will exchange them for the final dream which God appointed as the end of dreams. For when forgiveness rests upon the world and peace has come to every son of God, what could there be to keep things separate, and for what remains to see except Christ's face? So when I forgive and forgive and forgive and see beyond all the forms, animals, plants, humans, the face of Christ, and undo my false perception, well, nothing else but Christ is there. We are all safe in God. And how long will still this holy face be seen, when it is but the symbol that the time of learning is over now, and the goal of atonement has been reached at last? So I'm whole and holy in God. I forgave all the limited things, and so I'm free with everyone. So therefore let us seek to find Christ's face and look on nothing else. That's so beautiful. So all the aiming, the goals I let go, and only one goal I have, to see Christ's face beyond all the forms I made up. As we behold his glory, will we know that we have no need of learning, of perception, or of time, or anything except the Holy Self, the Christ whom God created as his Son. So that's all we seek, that is all which is real, and there we strive for, and we are that already in the Father. Beautiful. Yes, how I feel great. Jesus, I feel great. I feel so liberated, just accepting, wow, I'm the Christ, I'm the Christ, I'm the Christ, I'm the Holy Self in the Father, and that's it, and everyone else too. So why to worry about those fake things in the dream? Just let them be undone. It's not real. It is not real. When I do not cling to anything in the world, I'm free in God, and this is the greatest joy and the greatest liberation. Beautiful. So now our lesson. Lesson 277, sorry. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. The prayer. Your son is free, my Father. Let me not imagine I have bound him with the laws I made to rule the body. He is not subject to any laws I made by which I try to make the body more secure. He is not changed by what is changeable. He is not slave to any laws of time. He is you as you created him, because he knows no laws except the laws of love. Wow, I'm as God created me. I'm in the Father, and I know only the laws of love. I'm back home, today and forever. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Let us not worship idols, nor believe in any law. Idolatry would make to hide the freedom of the Son of God. I repeat that sentence. Let us not worship idols, nor believe in any law. Idolatry would make to hide the freedom of the Son of God. He is not bound except by his beliefs. Such very important. Only my beliefs bound me. When I believe in death or sickness or separation or old philosophies. Schopenhauer, Kant. I'm a doctor of philosophy. Let them go. They are not real. The only reality is I'm God's son and you too. He is not bound except by his beliefs. Yet what he is far beyond his faith in slavery or freedom. He is free because he is his Father's son. I'm free because I'm Father's son in the Father. And he cannot be bound unless God's truth can lie. And God can will that he deceives himself. What a nonsense. I am God's son and I'm in him. I never left him. I'm as he created me. I'm only under the laws of love. How you feel, Heidi? Jesus is asking. Great. I'm one with you and the Father, and so what? All is over. And what about the calamities in Indonesia? Well, I gave them the Holy Spirit. It's just a dream. A nightmare dream we made up, and I undo it and bring the light there, and the light and the love takes over and is healing, practically healing the mind of the ones who did not leave the body and the minds of the ones who seemingly left the body, but no one is dead. Everyone is back home in the Father, embraced and loved. It's a scene for undoing the dream and not believing anymore in this world of death, and accept the real world where we are safe and cannot be killed and cannot be hurt. We jump into the love arms of God where we are in truth. Great, great, great. Yes, we read it again. Lesson 277. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Your son is free, my Father. Let me not imagine I have bound him with laws I made to rule the body. He is not subject to any law I made, by which I try to make the body more secure. He is not changed by what is changeable. He is not slave to any law of time. He is as you created him, because he knows no law except the law of love. So I am the whole and holy in the Father as the Holy Son of God, the Self. I have never left the Father. I am that Christ. I am not an ego. I am not a person. This figure here is only projected. It's not real. It's just a tool, a handy, but I am not in that. Let us not worship idols, nor believe in any law idolatry would make to hide the freedom of the Son of God. No. He is not bound except by his beliefs. Yes, when I believe to be a body, I'm a miserable. I got to suffer and to die, but I'm not that. So I let this belief go. I was mistaken. It's an error. I'm back home with all my brothers sharing one identity. Yet what he is far beyond his faith in slavery or freedom. There's no freedom of the body. I'm free in God as spirit. He is free because he is his Father's son. Yes, I'm free because I'm the son of the Father. And he cannot be bound unless God's truth can lie, and God can will that he deceives himself. How insane is this? I am as God created me, and Father knows who I am. He created me and he knows. And I accept this. I accept my Father and myself, the truth about me. And this will free me and everyone because we share one identity. This is the beauty of the cause. No way that we are bound to a body. No, the body doesn't exist. It's just a projection. And all the figures, beloved, I made up, they're just ideas in my mind projected. They're not real. But beyond those figures is my brother, the Holy Son of God, whole and holy. And doesn't matter how much I'm attacked and somebody says, you're crazy, Heidi, what you teach is absolutely crazy. I know it's true. And I'm very, very peaceful and just have patience. One day everyone will accept the truth. Because as it said in the Course by Holy Spirit and Jesus, you can suffer, but the capacity to suffer has limitations. So one day you don't want to suffer anymore. And I have decided, for me and for everyone, I do not want to suffer anymore. I'm not bound to that body. I'm not bound to any laws of health, of economies or anything. No, I'm beyond the world of form. Even when I would be a world emperor, which doesn't exist now because we are split it in countries here in the planet. But what is the planet Earth? It's a tiny little spot in the universe. Tiny. It's nothing. And when I think I'm on that tiny little spot, a tiny little human, so who am I? Oh, it's incredible what we made out of us. We are the Holy Son of God, the Almighty One, the extension of the Father, the love, the light, the peace, the joy, beyond the world of form. I'm back home in the Father, and you too. There we are. Let's do this jump today. Be free in the Father. It's so ridiculous to believe something we are not at all. And making up the hell for everyone. Discussing with others. I don't want to discuss the truth. I cannot discuss the truth. I only can see the truth in you and feel that oneness. Doesn't matter what you complain about. Oh, I've lost all my money, I've lost my husband, I lost my wife, Forget about it. You are the whole, you cannot lose anyone. You're not a little figure. You're the Holy Son of God, back home in the Father, and the whole heaven is yours. So what are you crying for when you have everything? And so it is said in the Course, and this is beautiful, when you only strive for the kingdom, everything what you need here in the world to do your function will be given to you. So do not worry, brother. Just do not worry. Even you lose a lot of money and seemingly you have nothing, He will take care. I experience this. I experience this literally, practically. I was very, very rich and wanted to found a Peace Foundation with millions. And then I lost everything. But I didn't lose anything. Only bondage, only chains. Now I have the whole heaven, and I share that with you and everyone. Beautiful. Have a wonderful day. Be free. Be free in God, where you are in truth.